welcome to you all. I'm a newbie to Maddox. But, hey, you gotta start sometime, all right? I checked the website this morning, and I saw this note, and I quote, "Virginia sucks less today."
Indeed.
Find out how by coming to Borders in Fairfax at 7:30. Thank you all for coming tonight.
Yeah.
He is, of course, the creator of the website, the best page in the universe.
Woo! Which it is.
Yeah. Let's hear it for that. And now we all know him as the creator of the alphabet of manliness. Welcome, Maddox.
Marry me.
It's number 5. The guys, anyway. Well, thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming here to see why Virginia sucks less today. I don't know if a lot of you know, probably the first experience you've had with my website is this article I wrote probably about 4 years ago, called "I Am Better Than Your Kids."
Yes! I agree with that. Yes.
Where I judge children. Actually, that article kind of got its legs on a local radio show out here, the Don and Mike radio show. You guys listen to Don and Mike?
Yeah.
Some fans out here, much love for Don and Mike. So they kind of helped get that out there, and that was actually the first time I did that article, was on the air and on the Don and Mike show. And it kind of took off. Back in the day, before I did that Don and Mike article, my site was getting around 200 hits per day, and then afterwards it got about 2,000. Today it gets about 110 to 150,000 visitors a day.
Fantastic.
Yay! Not enough. I'm 50 pounds of film. I have no life.
Not enough, that's right. So this is a book that nobody thought would happen. Least of all my mom.
Oh, what does a woman know anyway, huh?
Right. So when I told my mom that I got this book deal, she said, "When are you going to go back to school and get a real job?"
Oh, when you going to get in the kitchen? Yeah.
And then she made me a sandwich.
Yeah! Some life.
This quote on the back of the book is real. It says, "I didn't raise you like this. Why are you like this? Your father's not like this either. This is terrible." That's a real quote, yeah. These are all real quotes, by the way.
Yes.
What you say about women is sick. You're a horrible person. Yeah, these are they're mostly hate mail that I received. I haven't gotten as much hate mail about this book in particular that I would have liked. That's unfortunate. Actually, I went to a book signing the other night unintentionally. I just walked into some random bookstore on DC, down in DC somewhere, and there was a book signing by an author who's a super big feminist author. I walked in and I was surrounded by feminists.
What color were their mustaches?
Even if I didn't know what the book was about and I didn't know who the author was, I could have probably told because their legs were hairier than mine.
Yeah.
Got some pretty hairy legs. When you guys come up here, you can check out my knuckles too.
Oh yeah.
I'm like a caveman. So yeah, I mean this is it. But as far as hate mail goes, I haven't gotten too much about this book. I got one a while back from about this article I wrote a long time ago about how I think people who eat Doritos are pedophiles. And yeah, it is genius. Thank you. And I got an email from this guy who was offended, not because he ate Doritos, but because he was a pedophile. Don't want to stereotype any pedophiles out there.
Some of them
yeah, the book signings have been a lot of fun. This is going to be the last branch of the book tour, so it's good that you could all make it out here. Otherwise, you don't get to experience the splendor that is me. And I am very splendorous. I at a couple of the signings, I mean, I was telling the guys in the back, I've never had a normal book signing. I've never come in and signed books and just left. There's always like something weird that happens. I've signed so many weird things. I've signed babies. I've signed Bibles. I signed a surfboard. I signed a lizard. Someone asked me to sign their eyeball, like their cornea, and then at one of the signings, some kid asked me to carve my name into his arm.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny, and then he handed me his pocket knife. Got some prosthetic legs. One of them ended up on eBay. It's not one of the things you'd want to eBay, I don't think.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's been a really wild ride. In New York, actually, a couple weeks ago, some kid came up to me, handed me a note. He said, "Maddox, please make fun of me." And it said, "P.S. I'm Jewish, if that helps." And it does help. Thank you. Yeah, so I don't know. So this book, some of the hate mail that I did get about this book is from people, you know, the haters. They've been telling me that for years that nobody reads my website, and then that changed. And then they told me that when my book came out, they told me nobody would buy it. And it's been on the New York Times bestseller list for 15 weeks now.
Yeah! Congratulations!